Just 4 days to go before the opening ceremony of the 2016 Rio Olympics, an Olympics that is already appearing to be a perfect storm for a major terrorist event. On Sunday evening, a robot was sent into the Maracana Stadium to detect a suspicious toolbox. An explosion was heard soon after the robot went in. No injuries were reported. Maracana Stadium will be hosting the opening and closing ceremonies of the 2016 Olympic Games. Was this a test? Why did a toolbox have an explosive in it 4 days before the opening ceremonies? The globalist fingerprints are all over the entire debacle. The International Atomic Energy Agency provided high-tech radiation monitors in order to detect a dirty bomb, while the United Nations claims ISIS has a high probability of dropping a dirty bomb on the Olympics due to the weak security. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization downplayed the threat of the Zika virus in order to bring more unsuspecting Olympians and foreigners to the potential hell pit. Sidney Levy, CEO of the Rio 2016 committee, has been on a media blitz, reassuring the world that there is no threat of the Zika virus that is exploding in Rio.
The winter just started in Rio. It's a proved fact. Every year we measure that, and in the winter months there's no mosquitoes whatsoever.
However, Dr. Amir Adaran, writing for the Harvard Public Health Review, says otherwise. Dr. Adaran wrote, "Brazil's Zika problem is inconveniently not ending. The outbreak that began in the country's northeast has reached Rio de Janeiro, where it is flourishing. Clinical studies are also mounting that Zika infection is associated not just with the pediatric microcephaly and brain damage, but also adult conditions such as Guillain-Barré syndrome and acute disseminated encephalomyelitis, which are debilitating and sometimes fatal. Simply put, Zika infection is more dangerous and Brazil's outbreak more extensive than scientists reckoned a short time ago, which leads to a bitter truth. The 2016 Olympic and Paralympic Games must be postponed, moved, or both. As a precautionary concession, Dr. Adaran goes on to mention 5 reasons the Games must be postponed. First, Rio de Janeiro's suspected Zika cases are the highest of any state in Brazil, 26,000, and its Zika incidence rate is the 4th worst, 157 per 100,000. And contrary to Mr. Levy, Rio has never experienced a winter with Zika before. In Rio de Janeiro, dengue cases in the first quarter of 2016 are a shocking 6-fold higher than a year ago, with the startling baseline of Aedes-borne disease so much higher this year than last. It is far from guaranteed that the coming winter's ebb will make a safe environment for the Games. Second, although Zika virus was discovered nearly 70 years ago, the viral strain that recently entered Brazil is clearly new, different, and vastly more dangerous than old Zika. Third, while Brazil's Zika inevitably will spread globally given enough time, viruses always do, it helps nobody to speed that up. In particular, it cannot possibly help when an estimated 500,000 foreign tourists flock into Rio for the Games, potentially becoming infected and returning to their homes where both local Aedes mosquitoes and sexual transmission can establish new outbreaks. Fourth, when, not if, the Games speed up Zika's spread, the already urgent job of inventing new technologies to stop it becomes harder. By spreading the virus faster and farther, the Games steal away the very thing, time, that scientists and public health professionals need to build such defenses. Fifth, proceeding with the Games violates what the Olympics stands for. The International Olympic Committee writes that Olympism seeks to create social responsibility and respect for universal fundamental ethical principles. But how socially responsible or ethical is it to spread disease? The globalists behind this are willing to create a worldwide epidemic as an act of controlled folly that will begin incubating in just 4 days on your local idiot box. John Bound for Infowars.com.
Symbols are powerful, and the globalists have hijacked the symbols of America. They've turned them into their own symbols. Well, we are restoring the idea of the true republic, not the counterfeit globalist empire, by promoting the icon George Washington and others. That's why we're rolling out an 100% made in America line of incredible pro-liberty apparel. We are repopularizing liberty. We are helping fellow Americans rediscover what made this country great. We are the spirit of 1776. We are 1776 worldwide. We are all brothers and sisters in arms in the animating contest of liberty in the long march towards humanity's ultimate destiny of freedom. Visit madein1776.com today and vote with your dollars to promote truly made in America, high-quality products, and promote the ideals of liberty.